I get where Troy's coming from. It is confusing. This is not what you do to your starting quarterback. And I get Troy's mindset. Troy was drafted at the top of the draft. He's drafted to be Dallas's franchise quarterback. He wants to be treated and thinks every quarterback should be treated that way. This is an unusual situation. The guy on the bench is making $20 million a year. The guy starting at quarterback was drafted in the 4th round, and he's making $500,000 a year. Throw the rule book out. I think Jerry Jones has handled this appropriately. He's given his coaching staff and the team flexibility throughout the entire year to do whatever they want at the quarterback position. I got no problem with it.
2 Hall of Fame coaches, okay, like Jimmy Johnson, Bill Parcells, these are legends. These are all-timers. They left because they couldn't deal with Jerry's interference. Mm-hmm. Aren't you undermining a coach? Every smart people make mistakes. But if you're to get in the way of Jason Garrett, now you've run Jimmy out, you've run Parcells out, and you're undermining Jason Garrett.
And you're 11-2. Gonna have home
with
field
Dak
advantage.
Prescott at quarterback. He's won 11 games. You can't undermine a guy. I don't care. You know, we have to throw out where he got picked. It was a mistake. He's not a 4th rounder anymore. The guy won 11 games. He's won. He's responsible. He's had a bad game, perhaps against the New York Giants.
He's 11-0 against everybody else.
But look, Ben Roethlisberger didn't play very good against the Giant defense either. We go back and watch that tape. To me, every time Jerry talks, he takes a little bit away from Jason Garrett.
Yes.
Because when you got to stand in front of that team, and you know this better than anybody, you got to believe you're working for the guy that's standing in front of the team.
Yes.
If you think you're working for the guy up in the I worked for Al Davis for 10 years. Ain't one player thought he worked for the head coach. They all knew he worked for Big Al, and that undermines the team.
And they're 11-2.
That's right.
With Jerry doing Jerry things.
Because they blocked him out. Now he's getting involved.
But again, that doesn't make it right. I mean, you can run a business, and somebody can be taking cash from the bar, and the bar is so profitable, it's still not a good practice to have Jerry holding a weekly radio show.
Right. It's not good for the team because people can say, okay, as a team, we're focused. But, man, listen, you got 2 ears, all right? And each guy, he can hear what message is coming from the team. And you don't want to get the message conflicted between Jason Garrett, what he's saying, and what Jerry Jones is saying, because the players need to be focused on this week's game. This is the biggest game of the season for them.
Right. This comment may bite me in the rear because I haven't thought all the way through. The only thing I hear Jerry talking about is the quarterback situation. I don't hear him commenting on the corners. I don't hear him commenting on the linebackers, the left tackle, any of that. They have a unique situation at quarterback that he's paying for. He cut the check to Romo.
You know why he doesn't talk about Sam linebackers? Jerry doesn't know football. He doesn't know.
He's a headline guy. He's going to go to the headline.
Right.
That's what he's doing.
He's going to follow the money. He's paying Romo all this money.
Look, he didn't figure it this way. They thought Dak was going to be a backup. If they'd have thought Dak was going to be this good, they'd have picked him ahead of Elliott.
They tried to get Paxton Lynch.
They tried to get Paxton Lynch. They tried to get the Connor Cook. I mean, this fell in their lap. Forget the money. For the next 3 years, you can forget the money.
The money doesn't matter.
Money ain't going to matter.
The money doesn't
Jason, the money's not going to matter.
And I'm getting tired of you talking about them 4th-round picks, too, buddy. All right? I was a 4th rounder in the supplemental draft.
You are how you play.
happen to be the only person in the Hall of Fame from the supplemental draft, too. So
you are how you play, not where you get drafted. You are how you play, not where you get drafted.
It's easy for Cris. The $20 million doesn't matter. He ain't signing the check. Okay. He doesn't have a relationship with Romo.
What you're basically saying is, hey, if this is no way to run a business. I sign the checks, I can say what I want.
No. If you run the business and you sign the checks, the asset that you paid the most for, you want out on the field.
Think about this, though, Jason. The message you're sending, Tony Romo's best friend is the head coach. So when Jerry makes this statement, some of the players in the room think, well, maybe that's how the head coach really feels. And perhaps that's not how the coach feels.
Strengthen, empower your coaches. This is the only business, sports. I mean, it's the only one I can think of. The employee often makes 2 to 3 times the boss. Your job as an owner is to empower the bosses. They don't make the money, but make them feel like, especially in football, you mess with the boss, he'll cut you.